paulit-ulit na lang tayo sa paano mag-drawing ng realistic na eyes. Di kasi nakikinig eh. Last na to ah. So, una, syempre, hanap tayo ng reference. Hanap kayo ng may mga shadows, hindi yung flat. Kasi kung flat yung hahanapin nyo, flat yung magiging drawing. Tapos, paano ba to? Drawing nyo lang. Map it. Gamit kayo ng hindi masyadong madilim or maitim na lapis. Tapos, hulaan nyo kung saan nakalagay isa. Kasi we're really going to always be measuring things. We take away the fun from drawing. If you are starting out, if you just want to learn, you should learn by your eyes. Kapag na-map nyo na, time na para maglagay tayo ng first layer. Kuha kayo ng 2B, kahit na nung hindi masyadong mataas yung grade ng pencil. Tapos, kulayan nyo lang yung buong part. And then, kung gusto nyo na siyang i-blend, pwede nyo namang i-blend. Pero ako kasi, I try to just put everything muna. Then, saka ako nag-start mag-blend. Kasi gusto ko. And if this will not work for you, then you should find something that will. Huwag natin kakalimutan yung loob ng eyes kasi yung puti na yan, it's not really white. It's gonna have colors sa kanya, shadows, and that's what's gonna make it more realistic. At this point, gumagamit na ako ng 8B. Not smart for all people kasi baka mess up nyo siya, pero it's fun. The more we make mistakes, the more we will improve. At this point, I have started mapping the shadows. Hindi mahalaga yung pagiging accurate dito. What's important is that we pull all of the shadows na we see sa reference na meron tayo. And then, later, kapag may mga gusto tayong baguhin, if we want to make it darker, if we want to make it lighter, pwede natin siyang gawin. Basta ang importante, we have a clear vision of what it is supposed to look like. And we do that by mapping everything, by putting up the shadows, and sort of just building the structure. Dito sa point na to, I am now trying to put some details into the drawing. Not all of them, not too much, just something na pwedeng magbigay sa akin ng idea kung nasaan sila. I can always just fix this later. Tapos, hindi ko kinakalimutan yung paligid ng mata na dinodrawing natin. Kasi if we're just gonna stop there, magmumukha siyang hiwalay dun sa papel mo. And we wanna marry it doon sa pinagdodrawingan natin. Dito naman yung kilay, minap ko lang din siya. Nilagay ko lang yung shadow in place of the actual hairs na dapat makikita natin sa kanya. You can't stop here. Some artists actually stop there, pero we can go back na lang mamaya. Tapos, I put again another layer of graphite para lang mas maging darker yung base natin. And then I use a synthetic brush para matanggal yung mga excess graphite and also para ma-blur yung mga shadows na ginawa natin kanina. This is really necessary. You need to do this kasi kapag di mo siya ginawa and you just use another blending tool, pwede siyang maging madumi tingnan. Kasi mag-smudge yung mga excess graphite na meron tayo sa papel. Gumagamit ako ng tissue for my other blending. Katulad dyan, just circular motion. Ibinabalot ko lang siya sa daliri ko. Sometimes I use other things para mas maging flat yung tissue na meron tayo. But this works and this is enough. So, synthetic brush, tapos tissue. Paulit-ulit lang. That's all the blending tools that I have. Pag ganitong may structure na tayo, we can have the details na sa papel. So, I'll start with the eyebrows, sa mga mabubuhok na part ng dinodrawing natin just because they're the ones na kailangan talaga ng lapis. You don't have to be really detailed sa ganito as long as you can make the illusion na meron talagang existing na mga hibla ng buhok sa drawing natin, that's enough. Randomness is also a key part kasi if you're just going to draw straight lines, it's not gonna look realistic. At this point, we can move on with redefining everything. Yung mga details kanina na nilagay natin na hindi gaano ka-perfect, we can improve them. We can also rebuild or build more on the shadows na nilagay natin kanina. Make it brighter, make it darker. Whatever you think will work dun sa drawing na meron kayo. But the really important thing here lang is we don't do much. Too much kasi too much is always unknown. Ang gamit ko dito na pambura is a kneadable eraser. You can knead it, kaya siya kneadable. This is great for creating soft highlights. I don't really have a normal eraser with me. I haven't used it in 2 years or more. Just because this is all that you need. This is effective when you wanna remove graphite from your paper without ruining the actual paper, which is important if you're really trying to make a smooth or create a smooth drawing. So tap lang when you want to make a soft highlight. Tapos you can always use just like a normal eraser if you want, but that's gonna create stronger highlights. A drawing is never actually finished. You as an artist have the power to decide when ka mag-stop.